Hey everybody, it's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia, and this is a strength training and cardio workout.
The only equipment required for this routine is a pair of dumbbells.
And the way that you'll use will be completely dependent upon your fitness level. Now for today's routine, I will be providing the easier modifications.
This workout is divided up into 4 parts. First, we're going to do a light warm-up, followed by some strength training. Then we're going to do a cardio round, get your heart rate up and burn some calories. And lastly, we're going to do a cool down stretching routine.
Let's get started.
We're going to get your heart rate up to start. I'm going to do some jumping jacks and Claudia is going to do a butt kick jack. My version is a little higher impact. You decide which one is right for you today. Throughout the course of this routine, we're not going to count any reps, so it's really just working at a nice little warm-up pace. Really going to depend on your fitness level. Whichever variety you choose, making sure to stay nice and light on the balls of your feet. Keeping a slight bend in your knees, keeping good posture.
And again, just working at your own pace. And just to reiterate, this is not the main workout yet, so
Exactly.
no reason to push it.
Just warming up here, getting your mind right, staying focused on this workout to come. All right, let's move into the next one here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, I'm going to grab my light hand weights for the next one. Claudia's just going to use her own body weight. We're going to bend over on a 45-degree angle. We're going to have our thumbs up, and we're going to do a T-swing. So bent from a bent over position. Get those arms straight. Just raise them out to the side until your arms are parallel to the ground. Keeping those thumbs up. Again, you decide which variation is right for you today. Keeping your weight back in your hips. It's going to work your legs a little bit too. That's good. And this is a great one to get a little shoulder mobility here into the warm-up as well. Let's do this one for 10 more seconds. Good. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, I'm going to set these down. We're doing a side-to-side punch. Claudia's going to do a quarter squat, side-to-side punch. I'm going to do a full squat and punch. You decide which variation is right for you. But I want you to punch all the way across your body and get that twist, get that rotation. Whichever squat variety you choose, I want you to make sure you're bending back at those hips first. Hips bend back and then bend at your knees. Good.
Make sure you keep your knees out and prevent them from collapsing in.
Very common mistake is letting those knees come in on the squat. Don't let it happen. Good.
Want to have healthy knees.
That's right. Let's hit this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next we're going to move into a standing arm hauler. We're going to bend over on a 45-degree angle. And now we're going to extend our arms out with our thumbs down, sweep across our body, and then extend our arms back forward. It's almost like a swimming move called an arm hauler. A great one to warm up those shoulders as well as your back. So the thumbs are down as you sweep and swim. And keep your hands and elbows tight into your body while you extend your arms straight forward. Nice. Keep it up. Okay, let's hit this one for 10 more seconds. Excellent work, everybody. Thinking about that workout you got coming up, you're going to crush it. Absolutely going to crush it. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, standing straight up, slight bend our knees, hands are up overhead. I'm going to reach over and do a crossover toe touch. Claudia's going to do a crossover knee touch. You decide which one's right for you based on your flexibility. Just keeping a slight bend in that knee as you bend over at your hips, using your hips like a hinge. Keep that opposite side arm nice and straight.
Getting those hamstrings warmed up.
Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, calves, all getting stretched out back there in the posterior chain. Nice. Again, focusing on that workout you got coming up. All right, here we go. Let's hit this one for 5 more seconds. Almost there, guys. Almost nice and warm. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Nice work. Need 2 dumbbells. You got them. I'm going to split stance. Claudia's 2 feet 50-50. We're both dropping down And then we're gonna press, twist our hands. Hands start facing our chin. And then we're gonna use that energy from our legs to press straight up overhead. You decide if you're ready for a split squat or a traditional squat today. You decide which one is right for you. Those palms start facing your chin, and as you press overhead, go ahead and twist and rotate those hands inward, and they're facing forward. Good. If you're doing that squat, make sure you're getting your weight back in your hips every time. Breathe. You got it. Let's switch if you're doing one at a time. Otherwise, keep it moving. You got it.
And
good.
don't let those knees collapse in. Make sure they're out.
Nice and strong and out. Show them what that would look like, Claudia. So if they're going to collapse in, see how our knees get weak and they
There
come
we go. Something like this, which is a big no-no.
in. Keep them out. Press out on those knees. Hips are nice and open. Good. You got it, guys. Let's go 10 more seconds on this one.
Let's go. Come on. How
Fight
many
through.
can you get?
Fight through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We're doing the same move for the next one. It's an RDL plus a row, so it's just the weight that you're using. Feet are shoulder width apart, little bend in the knees. Kick those hips back, down, row, pull back in the elbows, hips forward. So butt back, pull back in the elbows, stand up, hips back, row, hips forward. Notice how we're keeping a small bend in our knees the whole movement. So we're not squatting down as we come down, but instead,
Just breaking at the hips.
just breaking at the hips. Using those hips as a hinge and pressing those hips back behind you like you're trying to touch that wall behind you with your glutes. Good. Keep your back straight, core tight.
Get those little glutes to squeeze at the top.
Yes, I always
You know
forget
how
that
we
part.
do.
That's right.
Squeeze them.
Squeeze those glutes right there at the top. Nice work, guys. Come on, keep it up. What do you got today? Put it all out there. No holding back. One rep into the next. Right here. Focus on what brought you here. Focus on your goals. Something brought you here today. Don't forget about it. Keep it in your mind. Not in the back of your mind, at the front of your mind. You wake up in the morning. You go to bed at night. Only thing you're thinking about right here. Let's go. You got it, guys. You got it. Let's go 5 more seconds on this one. That's it. And 3, 2, 1, 0.
Squeeze.
To the ground we go. We need both dumbbells. Lying on our backs. Feet are down. I'm going to do one leg, crossing. Claudia's doing 2. We're going to press up off our heels and press the dumbbells overhead at the same time. You decide if you should be doing a 1 leg or the 2 leg version. Either way, I want you to drive off that heel or heels, squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings up at the top. Try not to hyperextend or arch your back. Good. Dumbbells all the way up, all the way down. And do not bounce your arms off the ground on this one. Nice and controlled. You got it. Good. Keep moving. Keep it moving.
Awesome compound movement. Awesome.
I love these compound movements. They're efficient, guys.
So efficient.
More work in less time. If you're doing 1 leg, switch it up and keep it moving. That's a halfway point. Good. Yeah, definitely. We're getting hamstrings, glutes, lower back, abs, shoulders, chest, triceps, just to name a few, guys. That's why you're feeling it the way you are, because we're working right here. Make no mistake, no bones about it. You're doing great. Keep it up. No quitting you. You're a fighter, not a quitter. Prove it to yourself right here. Let's go 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay,
Nice.
Up on our feet. Keeping that pace up. Again, same movement for both of us this time. Feet are wide, slight point out on your toes. Sumo deadlift, weight back in your hips. Pull up, elbows high. Weight back in the hips, pull up, elbows high. So it's a sumo deadlift plus upright row. And on that upright row, you're pulling back on your elbows like you have a string attached to them. Pulling it straight up. Pulling it straight up. Good. And use those legs to help. Weight back in the hips. Make sure that you're sitting back and keeping your feet flat. Don't come forward on your toes, right? But sit back. Weight is in your hips and your heels. Good. Keep it up, everybody.
And if this is too much for you with weights, drop your weights.
That's right. You keep moving, do the same thing. Just drop the weights. You're still going to get a great workout.
Seriously. Because
Come.
if you haven't noticed, Your legs are probably screaming.
Ours are too. You're not alone. We're right there with you. Thousands, maybe millions doing the same thing at home, feeling that same pain you are. You're not special. You're not unique. We're all feeling it. Come on. Let's go. You got this. Come on. You got it. Got to be stronger than your excuses right now. Got to be stronger. It's in your head. Let's go. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's work on our arms next. Bend over at a 45-degree angle. Combo. We're going to curl. Elbows are up. Curl pinkies in. Then extend. Pinkies out. Squeeze your triceps. Curl. Tricep kickback. Curl. Tricep kickback. And on this one, keep your core tight. Little bend your knees. You'll even get a little bit of leg work in at the same time.
Draw that belly button in towards that back.
So keep those elbows up. And ideally, you're trying to keep your upper arm parallel to the ground. Good. Curl. Squeeze the biceps. Squeeze your triceps back of the arm. One into the next. What do you got? What are you made of?
Let's go.
Put it all out there, guys. No holding back. If you want to accomplish your goals, it's going to take work. Not going to be handed to you. But guess what? Right here, you're putting it in. No giving up. You're putting it in. Keep going. You're doing great. Let's go last 10 seconds on this. Almost there. Getting closer. Every rep. Getting closer. Getting closer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Nice work. We're ready. First thing we're going to do is a skater. So no weights needed here to start, just our own body weight. I'm going to be jumping side to side, staying light and on the balls of my feet.
And I'm just going to do the modified steps. It's more lower impact, but we're just moving from side to side like Coach Kozak is, just throwing our leg to the back.
So you decide which impact and which version is right for you today. But either way, I want you to emphasize pushing off and taking off on the balls of your feet and staying light on your feet. Now, trend today, we're not counting any repetitions. We're just going to get as many reps in as you can in the allotted time period. So we're breathing side to side for 10 more seconds. Again, getting as many in as you can. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. To the ground we go. We're going to move into a bear plank position, which is up on all fours, knees are bent, and I'm going to do a bear plank kick through, where Claudia is going to do a bear plank step back. You decide which one of these two moves is right for you. I'm kicking through, rotating at my core, where Claudia is just stepping back to right and left leg.
Remember to breathe through this exercise anytime you're down on all fours like this.
Exactly. It's very easy to hold your breath and totally forget about breathing. But man, will it catch up with you. Good.
Woo!
Couple of excellent total body cardio moves.
For sure.
Breathe. Getting as many as you can in the allotted time, keeping that core tight. Let's go 10 more seconds on this one, guys. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We're up on our feet. I'm going to do a forward and back hop where Claudia is going to step forward and step back. So again, hers is a more low impact version. Mine's a little higher. We're both staying light and on the balls of our feet. That's the goal. So I'm just jumping forward and back.
Like you're just going over an imaginary line.
Exactly. Same with her, right? So if you have a line, forward and back over that line. Good. Come on, let's go. Get that heart rate up. We can feel it. We feel it. Working already. Good. Whichever one you're doing, push yourself because nobody else can do it for you. It's up to you right here. Let's go. Keep a slight bend in your knee as you perform the movement. Good. Let's go last 10 seconds on this one.
Let's go.
You got it. You got it. Keep it moving. Almost there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. To the ground we go again. I'm going to be up on all fours. Claudia's going to be on her knees. Doing what's called the Davies test. I'm going to swipe my hand, left hand over my right, and my right hand over my left. So you're just trying to move that hand across as fast as you can. Again, it's all about speed and how many of these can you get in the allotted time frame. Keep your core tight, shoulders square, and don't stop moving. Good.
And don't drag your hand across the floor.
Pick
You're
it
not
up.
literally sweeping the floor. You're just making like the sweeping motion.
Exactly. They're kind of hard to put into words, so sweep was about the best word we could come up with.
Sweep, swipe. Just go fast and don't
Go
stop.
fast. Just move. Come on, let's go, guys.
Woo!
You got it. Almost there. Let's go 10 more seconds on this one.
Let's go.
Keep a little bend in your elbows the whole time. Core stays tight. Back stays straight. You got it right here. Good.
Don't let that butt sink.
3, 2, 1, 0. Good news and bad news. Good news is we get to stay here. Bad news is this
It's
one
mountain
stinks.
climber.
So I'm going to do a moving mountain climber where I'm going to go from left to right. Claudia is going to do a little modified mountain climber where she's going to step forward and step back. You decide which one of these variations is right for you
Woo!
today.
I'll tell you what, being up in this position, it's not easy.
No, it isn't. Nobody said it's going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, guys. Come on. It's going to be worth it. Bring those knees into your chest. Good. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep fighting. Almost there. Let's go last 10 seconds on this one.
Let's go, guys. 10 seconds.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good.
We're going to start with a wall bent arm stretch. So you're going to need to make your way on over to a wall with your elbow bent at a 90-degree angle. Go ahead and place your hand flat on that wall. Now, as we bring ourselves closer to that wall, we're going to feel a stretch in our shoulder and in our chest. Try your best to go ahead and keep that elbow bent at a 90. The closer you are to the wall, the more you'll feel the stretch. The further away, the less it'll stretch. And if you need some more stretch, you can do so by opening your body up and turning away. We're holding this one. And let's just go ahead and breathe. For 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch and do the opposite side now. Again, starting with that hand placed on the wall, elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. And closer we get to that wall, more of a stretch we feel. And this one's great for stretching out your chest as well as your shoulders. The muscles that get really tight when you're hunched over for hours of the day, whether it's driving, on your cell phone, at the computer, whatever it may be. And let's hold this one for 3, 2, 1, and 0. Excellent. Go ahead and shake that one loose.
That was a good one to start with.
We're going to go to the ground for the next one. We're going to do a lying angel. So go ahead and lie down on your back. Place your hands above your head. Elbows flat down on the ground. And I want you to drag those elbows and your hands straight down in towards your body while keeping your arms flat on the ground. When you reach the furthest point, go ahead and stretch them straight up overhead. And on this one, we're trying our best to keep contact with the floor throughout the move. Full range of motion, nice and controlled. Other note on this one is I want you to try to go ahead and keep your lower back flat on the ground. You don't want a big old arch happening while you're doing this one, which is, I know, hard to do. This one doesn't look like much, but it is a great one for overall shoulder mobility. Pull those elbows in towards your side and then stretch all the way overhead. And as you're going through this one, you'll feel your range of motion and your mobility improve rep by rep. Getting a little bit looser every time. And again, trying your best to avoid arching that lower back or allowing that lower back to come too high off the ground. Let's do this one for 3, 2, 1, and 0. Excellent. Shaking it loose. Let's go ahead and come up. Now we're going to come on to all fours. Next, we're going to perform a cat-cow. So on your hands and on your knees, let's go ahead and make sure those hands are underneath our chest. We're in a tabletop position here. We're going to bring our chin up At the same time, I want you to draw that belly down to the ground and bring your glutes up to the sky. And once you reach the top position, let's reverse it. This time, I want you to bring that chin into your chest, and at the same time, I want you to act like somebody's got a string in the middle of your back, and they're pulling up on that middle of your back. And just feeling that back stretch as you bring the chin into the chest. And reverse it again. This time, that chin goes up to the ceiling as you draw that belly button down to the floor. And it's just one into the next, nice and controlled on this one. No rush. Breathe. Feel that stretch on both sides of this one.
But we still really want to maintain a nice tight core as we're doing this cat-cow movement. So I always like to think of your pulling your belly button into your spine as you're performing all of these movements.
Core stays nice and tight. And let's do this one for 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, excellent. Okay, coming up onto our knees now. Next, we're going to stretch our hip flexors. So let's come up onto one knee. Both knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. First thing we're going to do is we're going to squeeze your glutes in the backside. Both glutes go ahead and squeeze. Next, we're going to squeeze your abs in the front. Now, just doing that alone, you're probably already feeling that stretch in your quad and your hip flexor. If you're not, or if you need more, now go ahead and gently and slowly bring your hips forward. Not too much, not a lot of range of motion in this one. And you feel that stretch up and down your hip flexor and in your quad. Just be sure to keep your core abs tight and your glutes tight throughout. Good. Just squeeze and breathe. That's it. Let's hit this one for 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. All right, let's do that opposite side now. Opposite side leg up. Again, 90-degree angles, looking nice and pretty. Let's squeeze those glutes, squeeze those abs, and now the hips come forward. Excellent. Now you could, if you didn't squeeze your glutes and you didn't squeeze your abs, you could easily just go ahead and drop all the way forward. We don't want to do that. Keep them squeezed, and it's really going to isolate that hip flexor and make that hip flexor stretch. Excellent. Keep that good posture straight up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. All right, stand down. We're going to sit down on our back sides. Those legs out in front of you. We're going to do a toe reach plus scarecrow. So legs are out straight, trying our best to keep them flat down on the ground. I'd like you to reach towards those toes and then come up, arms overhead, into a scarecrow. Pull back and down on those elbows. So big stretch in your posterior chain. Up, good posture, head back, pull down. So one into the next. Between these two movements of this little combo, you're really getting your entire posterior chain nice and stretched out. And again, every time you do this one, you feel that mobility improving, that range of motion improving. Reach just a little bit further every time. Good. Let's keep this one up. 5 more seconds. One to the next. Nice and controlled. 2, 1, and 0. Nice. Thank you so much for working out with us today. If you like this workout, you've been working out with us for a while and you're starting to see some results, we'd encourage you to please go check out our Patreon page where you can learn more about how you can support our mission of keeping these great workouts free.
And if you enjoyed working out with us today, please go ahead and like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you are notified every time HASfit drops a new workout.
Make sure to check out HASfit.com for hundreds of additional free workouts, free meal plans, and our free complete fitness programs.
Also, don't forget to like us on whatever your favorite social media network is, whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. We're there and we want to connect with you.
Again, thank you so much for working out with us today. It's been our pleasure. I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.